On the show today, we meet the European cast and crew of David Danisa's movie Chameleon. They share with us their filming experience. Do enjoy. A couple of months back, Luxembourg-based Nigerian filmmaker David Danisa premiered his debut production in Nigeria. The film adopts the illegal oil bunkering activities from Nigeria to various parts of Europe as a backdrop.
Tries to set foot in Europe. You send in your best man to go undercover to investigate. Follow his trip through Luxembourg, Antwerp, Paris, and Brussels.
I've set things rolling. We've got to meet.
My movies kind of reflect my kind of person, my orientation, my thinking, my philosophy, what defines me. I like being expansive. I like investigations into things that people don't talk about every day, things that you need to make proper research on before you come out with. I find these kind of things challenging. I am also Afrocentric, so I don't limit myself to just Nigeria. I try to present the African from different directions.
This winter, Muda is going deep undercover. Follow his adventures to find out who is going to be his biggest enemy.
The response I got from the people were not the same. Some people were a bit scared for me. Some people were a bit confused. Some people couldn't tell if it was a documentary or a movie, something fictional. And some people who knew me said, well, it's the kind of thing you would do. Yes, different people had different kind of responses. But after seeing the movie, a lot of people came to me that it was something intellectual, something they liked. Not intellectual in terms of being pedantic, intellectual in terms of being something that provoked some thinking.
Follow diamonds, follow crimes, and action.
A mold somewhere.
Muda will sacrifice everything, including his own life for justice.
The movie, which stars Danisa in lead, did not cast any established face in Nollywood. Hence, the response from Nigerian cinema goers wasn't very impressive.
It's a bonus to what I expected. I didn't expect much because I didn't use popular figures in the industry in Nigeria. I thought I came with something quite new, something quite fresh, a little intellectual. Perhaps the people who want to connect with me, perhaps they were not really connected with first to be made aware that such a product was in the market. I mean, we just came from the blues, and so to speak, the response I've gotten, I would say, was to me they were not expected. I was ready for anything, for the worst or for, but it's an additional bonus. It's actually encouraging.
Chameleon stars Luxembourgish model and actor Michel Farage, Italian stage actress Yolanda Trono, with set and production designed by popular visual artist Massimo Benin, who cut his teeth with film production for the first time on Chameleon.
Well, actually, I did not really prepare to it, I just went spontaneous. I shared my idea. First of all, David, he asked me some opinions on some scenes he wanted to do. I just gave my input. I was pretty relaxed since it was his first movie. He didn't really have, those severe expectations that an art director can have. he was quite cool and open for everything. So that made it really easy and also interesting. You know, we didn't really have at that moment an idea on what the exit would have been. It was the first shot, so of course we wanted it to be a good one. But even if we had to restart several times, I mean, we were okay for it. Well, you know, my main challenges were actually David's nose. You know, when I had an idea and he said, well, no, we can't, or no, this is not possible. So those are really challenges, you know. But I took it really relaxed because it was the first time that I was doing it. So every achievement for me was something fantastic, you know. Every time David called, I would say, oh well, we did as you suggested, and it was really a nice thing, and it came out nicely. Every time I saw the shots, I mean, I was quite happy about it. So I really took it as something, you know, not really as a challenge, but as a pleasure, something that I like to do, something that I like to, an experience that I was asked to share with David and the team. I mean, it was pretty cool.
I could use what I liked most in this role is that I could use my experience coming from the theater, because Mrs. Borgia, it's a very wealthy lady, but very theatrical. She has really these big manners, and she's colorful. So I could use that in the movie. Actually, I didn't really think about concerns. I was excited to be part of the team and to be in a production which is not European production or Italian production, what I was used to. So I was really looking forward to be part of it, to see how Africans work in the movie industry, what is their aim, what they want to achieve, how they achieve it. So it was quite challenging.
The movie's European premiere, which held in Luxembourg, recorded a turnout that cuts across different races.
I was really anxious about the first screening, and I really liked it, though there were different scenes, you know, with the know-how that you have afterwards. I would have done it in a different way.
Yolanda and Massimo share their view about the possibility of the movie breaking into mainstream movie circulations in Europe.
It's an independent movie with a low budget. And I think it depends on what scene you show the movie. You know, what kind of people you want to touch with the movie, and where do you present it. Because you have the big industry, but you also have the independent, the small industries. And maybe I think it could be a good movie on these independent scenes.
During the production, Yolanda had cause to visit Nigeria.
Well, I had a great experience over there, and I visited different African countries. I was really amazed how different Nigeria was from the countries I have visited before Nigeria. I think what impressed me most was the fastness. Everything was fast, and I'm used to when I traveled to other African countries, everything was slow. Nobody was on time. If you don't come today, you come tomorrow. They were really in a different mood and how to say, space of time than we used to be here. But in Nigeria, it was really different. That was really impressive for me. And then the country itself, it's beautiful. The nature, the people. The food, though, it was too spicy for me. But I really liked it.
With the film's cinema release well over, David Danisa is now open to finding out how Europeans will respond to the movie, as he hopes to begin other forms of distributions in Europe.
Follow diamonds, follow crimes and action.